you can find some pleasure. It's kind of funny. It's like being a kid again. Kids just run out in thunderstorms and get soaked. So be that kid. Don't burn up your time sitting in a car if you can get away with it. Morning walk, episode 4. Technically an evening walk. Check out this thunderstorm. It's fucking going bananas out there. It's just blown over and dumped a shit ton of rain. It's a few hours later. I've got to go and pick up something not far from home, and traffic, you can probably see it, it's just absolutely chaos, standstill, which kind of happens near our office and near my home sometimes. There's a lot of roadwork going on. And, you know, I was like, well, it's just been a thunderstorm. Roads are wet, but who cares? Like, take the bike. It's going to take 10 minutes to go and run this errand instead of getting in the car for 2 hours. And I think there's something in that, right? There's, you know, there's this great expression, which is some people walk in the rain, others just get wet. And yes, I could sit in my car and I would be dry, but I would be burning up my precious time. To what end? Get wet, get dry afterwards, make most of it. In fact, even in that moment of being absolutely soaked, you can find some pleasure. It's kind of funny. It's like being a kid again. Kids just run out in thunderstorms and get soaked. So be that kid. Don't burn up your time sitting in a car if you can get away with it. You know, I got this epic memory of cycling all over Europe, and there was this one evening where I got caught out late afternoon, thunderstorms in the sort of south of Belgium, and all I could see was these rolling thunderheads coming in, stuck in the lightning. And at the time I was kind of like trying to race the storms to get to my campsite and not get too wet. But it ended up being like this epic moment riding through these forests, these tall pine forests, lightning flashing everywhere, pouring rain, thunder, and it's like an epic memory, right? But that's the sort of thing, right, is you could look at that as like a negative, like, oh my God, I was stuck in the rain. But in the end, it actually ended up being this kind of phenomenal moment where you really appreciate the power of nature and the beauty of nature. And you know what, if I'd just been cruising in a car, I wouldn't have had that. Like, just would have driven through it being like, oh, the weather's shitty. But that's what it is, right? You get to see something different when you're out in nature. So that's why I love the bike. Wait till you see the time lapse of the traffic I'm going to ride past on the way home. Stay tuned. So there you go. Some people walk in the rain, others just get wet. What is it that you do? It's worth thinking about. Have a good evening.